So how do you balance school and your life? Like studying versus having fun, getting lit at a party versus getting lit with your knowledge in the library. Like, I don't know about that one. This video is brought to you by Procrastinate. So Procrastinate is basically the best study guide you can get to help you become a PTA, to help you become a PT, to help you become a nurse, to help you become a paramedic, basically anything in the healthcare field. Procrastinate is a study tool that will help you recall and retain information. They're a very useful tool and you can try them out completely free. Give it a shot if you like it. And if you want to get a little more premium services, it's very affordable as well. It's like $3.99. I mean, most of you guys probably pay like 10 bucks for Spotify, so cancel your Spotify, get a Procrastinate subscription until you make it through your PTA program or PT program, whatever you're going to be in your career. So tip number one to help you balance studying and having fun is to schedule. I was never a good scheduler. When I was in school, I still don't schedule anything. I'm very bad at it. But this is something that I started doing when I was in college and it helped me so much. If you can designate time to study and designate time to have fun, it will help you so much to be able to, one, study and take that seriously while you have time designated for that, but also when you have designated time to have fun and relax, it will actually help you shut your brain off for a little bit and just chill out. Once I got in the habit of scheduling out my life, scheduling out times where I was going to hang out with friends and times that I was going to study, it really made my week go a lot smoother because when I was hanging out with my friends, I could just have fun with them because I knew I already scheduled time to study later in the week. Tip number two is to make good use of your time. So be productive during the time that you are studying. A lot of people think that you need to just study for long hours throughout your day and you need to put in a good 5-hour study session. That's actually not the best way to recall and retain information. It's better actually to space it out over an interval of time. And that way, during those intervals, when you're studying for like a 30-minute gap, you're gonna be more focused on what you're reading, what you're learning, than you would be like 3 hours into a study session where you're like dozing off. So space out your time that you're studying and do shorter intervals and make them intensive. Like quiz yourself during this time, look at flashcards during this time, read your book during this time. Like make those study sessions intensive and valuable, productive, but space them out and then just keep them short. Tip number three, which I know will hit home for a lot of you guys, but it is, am I on tip three? Tip number three is to not procrastinate. I know this is just hard for some people. Like some people, for whatever reason, they wait till the very absolute end of their deadline and then they try to cram in all their studying and all their schoolwork to finish by the completed date. But if you want to get a better balance between your studying and your hanging out with friends or your school life balance, then I would recommend don't procrastinate. Anytime you have downtime during your semester, it's helpful to get ahead on projects because then when you have a Thanksgiving break or you have a spring break, it's easier to relax and enjoy yourself because you would already be ahead of your work. But if you're not taking advantage of your downtime during the semester, then when you get those breaks, you're going to still be kind of stressed out and you're trying to cram to get your quizzes done or all your other work that you need to get done. But something that might be able to help you out with this is take advantage of like every opportunity. So I know that when you are like say going to a restaurant or something and you're waiting for your food to come, maybe you're by yourself, maybe you're in between class, instead of just sitting there playing on your phone, smashing some Candy Crush, maybe you should be studying instead. Tip number four of how to study and still have fun is to actually try and mesh them. So there's some research out there that says it's very good to switch up your learning environment sometimes. So study here for a little bit, maybe I'm studying outside. Switching up your environment can help stimulate your brain and help you recall information better. I remember my sister, she would always, for whatever reason, when she was playing cards or hanging out playing a game with the family, she would always be studying and doodling on the side on flashcards, note cards, everything while she was interacting with a game that we were all playing. And so she was able to intertwine having fun and also learning at the same time. However, I want to put like an asterisk, like right there that says, if you cannot multitask and do both, then do not do this one. I cannot and will not do both at the same time because I struggle with it. If I'm playing cards or having fun with my friends, I will not comprehend anything I'm learning. And the same thing goes if I'm learning something, I'm just not having fun. I can't like do something else. So trust me, if that's you, if you're like me, then skip this step because this won't work for you. So before I share the last tip with you, I wanted to mention that Picmonic does a great job at all the tips I've listed so far. They do a great job at helping you space out your learning. They have quizzes and tools to help you quiz yourself and see if you can recall the information. They use cartoons and use silly animations to help you remember concepts, which I think is great. It keeps the learning fun, and the pictures are just so bizarre that like you cannot get them out of your head. So they really help you recall information, because at the end of the day, when you're trying to become a PTA, if you're just cramming for a quiz at the beginning of the semester, yes, you might pass it. You might even pass finals. You might make it to the next semester, the next year. But the thing that's going to be really difficult for you, if that's your strategy up until this point, once you get to the very end and you finish all of your schooling, and then you have to sit for your licensure exam, and you have to be in there for like 3 hours taking your final test, this is where it all counts. Like, this is when you need to be able to recall the information that you've learned over the whole course of the time you went to school. And if you are just cramming for each quiz, for each thing, making it step by step, once you get to the very end, it's gonna be hard to recall all that information. So I'd recommend using some of these strategies in the beginning, or hey, maybe if you're already halfway through the program, use these strategies now because they will help you in the end. So the last tip, what was it? The last tip I have for you, if you're trying to balance out school and studying versus having fun and being out enjoying your summer, is to just disregard all of your school and just completely hot girl summer it. You know what I mean? Like YOLO. OMW. But then you will most likely fail out of school and have to retake the program, rack up more debt, but it was totally worth it to have your heart broken by some chump at a party just to have to redo school. And so, hot girl summer, am I right? I don't know. Thanks for watching the video. Smash the like button if you guys liked it. Visit Picmonic out in the description below. See you on the next one. Peace.
OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. I'm OMW.